Welcome to Ask Anything Art with National Gallery Singapore. I'm Miss Ye and I'm an educator at the gallery. Art gives us a chance to experience and discover the world from different perspectives. What can we make of the lines, colours, subject and form of an artwork? What is the artist trying to tell us? Today we invite curator Chiu Hui-Ming to share more about the artist Chen Cheng Mei. Hi Hui-Ming, can you start by describing in 3 words what a curator does in a museum?
Hi Miss Ye. As a curator, I study, select and decide how to display the artworks you see at National Gallery Singapore.
And can you tell us 2 interesting things about the artist Chen Cheng Mei?
So my first interesting fact is that Chen Cheng Mei travelled across the globe in search of inspiration for her art. Besides travelling extensively in Southeast Asia, she also visited places such as Mexico, China, Tahiti, and even Papua New Guinea. My next interesting fact is that Chen Cheng Mei spent 20 years as a French translator in the Telegraph Communications Department of the Bank of China, during which time she continued to paint and travel.
We have a number of questions here. If you're a student or teacher, listen out as the question may be from you. The first question is, are there any hidden themes or messages in an artwork?
So every artwork can have multiple meanings. And rather than being hidden, we can actually make sense of these meanings by closely examining the artwork and by understanding the context in which the painting was made. In this work titled Construction Site and painted in 1983, we know that this was a period where Singapore was going through a lot of urban development and many new high-rise buildings were being constructed. Perhaps Chen Cheng Mei wanted to capture this process of change and also draw our attention to the construction workers who make this change possible.
I have seen photographs of construction sites and they don't look like this painting. What does a painting tell us that is different from a photograph?
So in this painting, Chen Cheng Mei has decided to create the scene with a series of flat geometric shapes and clear sections of colour. The figures of the construction workers are simplified to their yellow hard hats, white shirts and blue trousers. This painting is less about recording a scene from reality the way that a photograph does, and more about the artist making choices to convey the atmosphere and key features of the scene that she wants to express. Although there are artists that aim to reflect and record what they see with a realistic style, paintings are always filtered through the perspective and interpretation of the artist. This allows space for us, the viewer, to also have our own interpretations of the final artwork.
Second question, how does the painting fit into the frame?
The frame is an important part of a painting because it is the means through which an artwork is made ready to be displayed on a wall. Frames have a close relationship to artworks and are usually chosen to complement the painting. The frame is often only made after the painting is completed. This is so the frame maker can accurately measure and construct the frame to ensure that the painting will fit perfectly within it. Frames can be made out of many different types of material, including metal and wood. Some artists like to choose the material and style of the frame for their artworks. Other times, collectors and curators, such as myself, may reframe a painting as needed. In this work by Chen Cheng Mei, which was painted following her travels to Cambodia, the dark color of the wood frame helps to emphasize the light blue in the background of the painting, and the grain of the wood frame also mirrors the textured treatment of the canvas that resembles tree bark. If you're thinking of framing your artwork, you can think about how the frame can emphasize or complement certain parts of your painting.
Last question for the day, how does a museum collect artworks?
That's a very interesting question. So when a museum collects an artwork, we need to be sure that it is something that complements the museum's area of focus and research. In the case of National Gallery Singapore, this means confirming that the artwork will help tell the story of the development of art in Singapore and Southeast Asia, and that we can share the artwork with the public through our exhibition plans or research. Museums can collect artworks in many different ways, with one of the most important ways being through donations. This work by Chen Cheng Mei was donated by an anonymous donor, meaning someone who does not wish for their identity to be known, but would still like to gift this painting to the museum because not only are we able to share this painting with the public, we are also able to care for it properly in our special paintings warehouse called the Heritage Conservation Centre. This artwork was painted following Chen Cheng Mei's travels to Borneo and helps us tell the story of Singapore and Southeast Asian art by demonstrating the interests and connections that Singapore artists had to the wider region.
Before we end this session, is there a question you would like viewers to explore on their own?
I think the questions we have discussed today provide some great tools that can be used the next time we encounter an artwork. We started by looking at the subject of the painting and thinking about how the artist has chosen to represent it. Then we observed how the artwork itself is displayed and presented. And finally, we considered how the artwork helped to tell a story about the wider theme of an exhibition or collection. I really hope that viewers can bring these questions with them the next time they visit us at the gallery.
Thank you for joining Hui Ming and I for this session of Ask Anything Art. What questions do you have about art? Email us at this address or leave a comment below. Stay tuned for the next video where we will answer more questions about art.